hate Sheik as much as Mart, but Sheik is a very close second.
Yeah, I think part of it also is like, who are the bad Marts that are challenging for Kürv? I feel like with, who are the bad Sheiks that are challenging in Kürv, right? Like with Mart, there's a couple like decent Marts that are coming up that like give Kürv problems, but with Sheik, I feel like it's like,
I disagree.
Faceroll, Nut, and then who, right?
Well, also you could say the same thing for Mart. It's me and who else?
I guess that's
sometimes Owl, sometimes Ro, but like they're not very active.
Yeah. All right, so we're into it. Early big hits. Yeah, and Faceroll just so clean with the edge guards. We talked about it in the Marth matchup how it's so important to like get that flowchart done and like punish out the edge guards. And here again, Faceroll just shows us like how good it can be when you're just clean at it.
Yeah, Sheik could do it easier.
Yeah,
like
sure.
that. Like Sheik, she doesn't have like the early kill setups because like Mart has a dare spike, but Sheik has like better like flow charts, especially for edge guarding. And like she won't kill him instantly, obviously, but like she racks up damage.
Right, and just never gives him an opportunity where he's in a good spot at all. He's just like, it's just like a slow death, right? Like he has so few options, and like it's pretty reasonable for Faceroll to actually just cover everything.
Yeah, see, like that lasting hitbox for Bear is like the bane of so many mid-tier characters. And, you know, a lot of other characters too, actually, but, like, especially here, it's really pronounced. And, like, Kürv's already at 130, you know?
Right.
Like, Sheik might not have, like, as good of a juggle game, but, like, her options are still, like, really good. Like, she has, like, a lot more guaranteed combos, really easy combos. And, yeah, it's, like, I think this is, like, one of, like, Luigi's worst matchups as well. Like, maybe second to Mart, third.
All right, so 4 stocks to 2. Faceroll making it look real tough, but he's able to get the punish there. Well played.
Yeah, I remember back then in UCI locals, like Luigi Kid would beat Faceroll a decent amount, and like not too long ago, like Maroof, another Luigi, he would like take Faceroll to Game 5. That was like a year-ish ago, maybe 2.
Yeah,
but
definitely the lore at UCI is that like Luigi, like the matchup chart for Luigi at UCI is very different from the matchup chart for Luigi everywhere else. Yeah. Right, like the Luigi Kid was to say that like Luigi only has one losing matchup and stuff, and like he just like yeah, and he just believed in his character so much, and so much more than everyone else who plays Luigi, which was always really funny for us.
Yeah, he put like Luigi like 5th in his tier list.
Yeah, he put him super high. I don't know, like okay. I'm not going to agree with Luigi Kid there. Like, I'm pretty sure that Luigi is, like, not that great. But I think, like, having that level of faith in your character is, like, kind of cool, you know?
Yeah. Like, M2K, literally, like, for his Mart, has no winning matchups across the top 8.
Yeah, right?
Back then, anyways. He probably still thinks that, to be honest.
Wow, Kürv pulled out all the stops to try to make it back, but he was just so far down with the beautiful angle that Fair sends you at that it just didn't matter. And Faceroll could just hold edge that whole time, and it was guaranteed death. Oh, he's using that down B. It worked wonders against Lego. Let's see if he can make it work here against Faceroll again, too.
I'm interested to see how like Faceroll does get in typically, because like Sheik, like both of their moves are actually like a little bit comparable, so it's interesting to me to see how they like interact. You know, both of their hitboxes are very good, so
yeah, absolutely.
Whereas like Mart, he has like a disjoint, so it's easier for him to get in. So like I'm interested to see how Sheik could get in.
Yeah. Faceroll definitely using like some of his patented like, I'm gonna let you hit me, but it's not gonna be a good enough hit, and I'm just gonna get to kill you off it. He's also the spacing is so precise, right? Like Luigi, as soon as he jumps, he's kind of like, you can guess his trajectory for a while, right? So it's like interesting that Faceroll can just kind of space really cleanly and then just like go in for the fair.
I hate to cut you off, but I have to leave now.
All right.
So yeah, see ya.
Thanks. Good stuff. That was Kadoran. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll jump here into Game 2. Faceroll versus Kürv. Kürv had a bit of a tough time there in Game 1. Looks like he's interested in trying to force Faceroll in a little bit with some of these dash dances. Luigi usually doesn't dash dance all that much. He's like prefers to go for the super long wave dash stuff and use that as kind of his main movement tool. But here, he's sort of just letting Faceroll know, like, I'm willing to play this part of the game as well.
Hello. Hello. What's going on?
Well, there's no Falcos in top 8, and it's all your fault.
What? How's that my fault?
That's your fault.
If I had won, there would have just been a Peach in top 8.
Also your fault. It's Squid joining me on the
Wait,
mic.
I think
How you going, Squid?
Wes is still in, isn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know. That's,
Dang,
it's
you're
less
just calling
funny.
that.
It's just less funny if there's another one, you know?
Yeah. Is Kürv going to do it?
No.
No. Just straight no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easiest answer of my life.
I know that his Twitter right now is like, I will never beat Nut, and it has like a picture of Nut crossed out or something. And apparently he's lost the last like 15 sets to Nut.
That's fair. But this is a Nut, so I don't know why you
right,
bring that
yeah,
up.
they're like opposites,
Yeah.
actually, in fact. With the records like against West Balls, for example.
Exactly. So, Faceroll just does a great job. I was talking with Kadoran just now about how it's interesting to watch how Faceroll plays this because, like, Faceroll, like Sheik doesn't really have hitboxes that just kind of like outsize
Yeah.
Luigi's hitboxes. So it comes down to like a lot of like spacing precision and stuff.
Yep, exactly. Sheik's pretty good at walling Luigi out, even without a hitbox that does it, because jumping makes it really hard for Luigi to wave dash and hit you if you're at the correct spacing. So there's like, you got to be right outside of like short hop forward air range and right inside of wave dash down smash or wave dash up smash range. And then if you just short hop up and down, Luigi can't hit you. So Sheik kind of tries to always be in that spacing. Oh my god.
I don't know how he didn't get hit by any of those needles.
Yeah. He's slippery.
He's moving real quick right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Kürv was like really fast when he was bad, and then he just got faster and faster and faster, and then also better, you know? So he's now just really fast and good, so. Oh. Oh my god.
Wow, good reversal.
Yeah, that was insane. He like CC slid off, and then just killed him off of it.
Weird Luigi stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so fast. He's just everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Faceroll's just like, I'm going to swing and you're going to come here eventually and I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, well, the way I describe it when fighting Kürv is that I space around the platforms. I don't space around Kürv. Because he's like Magneto in Marvel vs. Capcom games where he can air dash in every direction, like super fast, except it's not in every direction. It's only specifically where the platforms are. So if you just space around the platform, Luigi's movement doesn't allow him to move like diagonally off the platform. So he like has to waveland off fair, and then he's guaranteed to miss it if you're spaced around the platform. So. Oh, see if he holds out the edge guard. Yep. Gives him another chance.
Oh, I like that full hop. That was interesting because like Kürv has been giving a lot of people like a little bit of trouble with that fireball.
Oh my god!
What a read.
Yeah, but he just jumped clean over the fireball.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh my god! If he actually had a longer wave dash.
Yeah, I think he could have reached it. It just wasn't the
he might have intentionally wave dashed less to like space it, kind of, but then Griffin was just right out of it. Oh, kind of a tricky edge guard. Gets it. Nice.
Well done, well done. So it's 2 stocks to 1. Kürv up by a pretty significant margin here.
Yep. Oh, gets the roll.
Smashing down smash. Fair, fair.
Yep. Sheik's really good at pressuring side platforms, like her short hop, especially on Battlefield. It just like perfectly sets her up for it. But Kürv is so good on the platforms that it's kind of hard to pressure him anyways. He has a lot of mix-ups with like short hop down air, shield, waveland around. Sometimes you go to hit him on the side platform and he just teleported to the top one. Oh my god, gets the misfire.
That was convenient timing.
Yeah, but I think like a lot of his recovery just like gives him a lot of chances. Like any one of them could have been a misfire and it would have been good. So,
yeah, but that one hit, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them would have hit. It's tough to say. Oh, I love that when Kürv does like the short hop, but then he wavelands forward out of it.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's like threatening the aerials and stuff, but then he's also threatening the space in front of him. So it's like a wave dash, but once again, it's kind of the same limitation as with the platforms, where he doesn't really have a timing mix-up there. Like once he short hops, the potential approach is at the end of the short hop, and only then. So you can kind of...
and he has almost no aerial drift, so you sort of
know
you know
exactly where
to
space. Yeah, so I described the spacing before that you want to play against Luigi, right outside the arrow range, inside the wave dash range. As soon as you see him jump, you can get yourself to that spacing because you have enough time to get there. So then even if he waveland forward, you can be in that zone.
Right. It really just comes down to, like, do you have the discipline to not try to punish him for jumping? Right?
Exactly, because if you try to go in, you risk getting the mix-up of where just getting hit by the aerial. If you give him too much respect, you get, the waveland forward is actually a really powerful mix-up. So it's just kind of like you got to tether yourself to him and just keep that perfect spacing every time.
And after
Griffin's going to clutch it unless he gets a miss. Oh, no, it's actually just a pretty tricky edge guard. So this is a good juggle. Nope, gets back.
Wow, Faceroll really willing to like challenge Kürv on the platforms in a lot of situations. Where
Yeah, because I think he gets there just in time. Oh! Gets there just in time for Kürv not to be able to set something up. So like as he's landing, Faceroll's already like there ready to pressure, and Kürv has no choice but to shield, which means Kürv doesn't get to set up a bunch of like tricky fast mix-ups.
Right.
I think if Kürv like already gets there, Faceroll's probably gonna let him chill. Like he's not gonna run up and attack like. Oh. Oh, I'm surprised he teleported. I don't think the up air helps. That's pretty funny. I think that he, like, so you can do this thing where you transform to Zelda, drift forward a lot, and then transform back to Sheik.
Yeah.
And that, like, helps your recovery enough. I think he could have done that, and then, I mean, he probably still dies, but he had a recovery mix up with Sheik instead of Zelda. Also, if you do recover with Zelda, you always want to teleport from high down. If you get to the ledge, you can snap to it, and if you go on stage, there's a lot less lag if you land on stage rather than if you, like, teleport to the air and then land on stage. It cuts the lag like more than half, I think. So it's actually like a pretty good recovery then. But Faceroll went down and then recovered up, so kind of had no choice. Oh. So this is a stage where Faceroll's going to get to, like, the entire game is focusing on that spacing that we're describing. There's no longer the platform mix-ups to kind of throw a wrench in that whole deal. And I know, like, Faceroll and I have talked about, like, this concept before quite a lot, so...
Yeah, so it's likely we'll see it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets the fair.
Yep. Oh, gets the combo.
It's interesting to me that Faceroll chooses to kind of just sit on stage in a lot of those like recovery situations.
Yeah.
It seems like when he does go out, he gets the hits pretty regularly, but he just chooses to not go out very often. And like a lot of times he sort of is letting Kürv back for free.
Yeah, I think it can be tricky to make a judgment call of like, do I have time to get there? And if you're wrong, sometimes it's like you think you have time to get there, but if the recovery misfires, then you won't have time to get there, for example. So it's just kind of like risky to go for. But yeah, the side B, like Luigi's side B has a ton of lag. So
yeah.
If you just get there, like as soon as you see the side B, you can like jump, double jump, fair, you know, and you can actually get him even then. So
you got the grab. Let's see what you can get off it. Just a single fair.
Yeah, you basically get the 4-tilt fair. This is a weird matchup because like Sheik doesn't have huge punishes, but she gets kill confirms off of grab, which means grab is always a threat, like a low percent that deals some damage and a high percent that kills. So Luigi just always has to be afraid of the grab.
Griffin with balls of steel going in right at the end of that up smash.
Yeah, that's like one of the harder up smash or smash attacks in general, the whiff punish.
Yeah.
Just, like once he's gotten the reel back and he's charging, but also there was no mix up there. Like Griffin spaced right outside of it, and then if there's one thing Griffin can do. Oh my god.
I can't believe he wasn't still.
Oh, is that? It is enough, dang. Yep.
That was spicy.
Grounded up B is like way stronger than aerial up B, so it just always kills like a little bit earlier than I expect.
I like that option where he just hits the fair and then just immediately starts charging needles. He says, like, I can't really do much here.
Exactly.
I'm going to, like, hold you in a position.
Yeah. He told me that that's kind of a development that he feels he's improved at recently. Like, especially, like, in the Marth matchup. He's just, like, realized the power of needles and forcing his opponent to come to him. And, like, both needles and just the fact that charging needles makes people want to attack you, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And, yeah, because I think Griffin used to be a really, really, like, YOLO aggressive, go for the boost grab, go for the dash attack kind of player. And since then, he's gotten, like, really fast at, like, doing the walls really fast, like auto-cancel forward air dash back, you know, stuff like that. And so now he's able to play to those strengths by forcing his opponent to actually come in with needle stuff, so.
Right. And especially a character like Luigi that doesn't really have a good counter to that.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, so see right there, he started to charge the needle, canceled it, and boost grabbed as Kürv was coming in. So, like, needle cancel is also just another mix-up. So, like, just standing needles are so powerful, and as soon as you throw them, if they shield or get hit, they, like, barely have time to punish, if ever, even if they're really close.
Right.
Especially if she has a full stack. The more needles she has, the less punishable it is on hit or on shield. So you just kind of get to charge them a lot, and then they always have to be afraid of you throwing them, and then you can mix in not throwing them, and then see right there, like, Kürv got hit, there's no way you can punish. They also, they do have knockback growth, so at higher percent, they're just better, right? Like at 100%, there's no way you're punishing a needle on hit, so.
Yeah, and Griffin uses that sort of slightly slower paced game where he's forcing Kürv in to really smother him there in that game.
Yep.
Takes the lead there, 2-1. Let's see where Kürv wants to go.
Yep. I mean, it feels weird to go anywhere else. Yeah. It feels weird to go anywhere else for any other Luigi. But for Kürv, I kind of understand. I do think
go
that,
anywhere
like,
else than where?
Than FD. Right? Like, FD is like definitely the best stage in the matchup generally. But the way Kürv's is so good on platforms that I can kind of see it. He actually catches the wave dash back there, which is kind of insane. I think Kürv started to do a wave dash forward again. So he like stops the momentum. Oh, the scoop! Oh, there we go. That's
just death, right?
Yeah, I like that he kind of like ran off preemptively to the side B. If Kürv did get a misfire, I'm pretty sure Griffin would have been under it. So he wasn't like risking getting hit.
I think even Faceroll was surprised that up be hit.
Right. Oh, he gets right under him.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, that's about as early as it's going to kill on the stage. So you've got to be pretty happy with getting it right as you reach that percent. Oh, the down smash
is just dead? No.
No, that was close though.
Yeah, good spacing.
I think if he had made the judgment call to immediately go for the ledge.
Yeah, but that's pretty high risk. I don't think you can really ask Faceroll to go for that.
Ish, like a worst case scenario, you get hit by the coin, and there's like some jank that can happen where like getting hit by the coin isn't even bad. I'm not exactly sure what that interaction works with Sheik, but like Fox can run off, get hit by the coin part of the up B, and guaranteed get a shine on Luigi every single time.
Yeah.
Like there is no sweet spot that exists against Fox. You can always shine him. So that's kind of funny. I don't know if she can nair or if she can like, sometimes if you get hit by the correct direction, you just auto grab the ledge before him.
Jeez. Okay, he finds the nair. Oh, that needle doesn't quite connect.
Yeah. Oh, he got his jump back though.
Oh, the down smash actually connects. That's crazy.
Yeah, the problem is it's so hard to convert. Like you need to get an actual read on the tech chase, and another ballsy grab. I wonder if up air would have killed there. I think he had it because the last stock killed it around 150.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's really hard to like space yourself for the perfect magnet hand up B during Luigi's cyclone, you know? Like you're cycloning and you're like mashing B and you're like trying to very precisely space around a down smash. Like no way.
Oh, he finds the down smash again, punishing that fair.
Gets the up air fair. Misses the follow up.
Oh, we talked a little bit earlier about how like Faceroll doesn't have like crazy big hitboxes to fight with, and I feel like Kürv's starting to find those like little spacings where once Faceroll swings, Kürv can find punishes.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I do think Luigi has like mix-ups he can force on Sheik, where it's like he doesn't know, he's not like punishing things on reaction, but he mixes up his wave dash timing with high reward options, and like in the long run, he'll find a wave dash. Like right here, like, oh man, I think there was a chance, right? Like he gambled there, like move around, and go in, and there's a chance it works. And if it works, I think he would have gotten a bigger punish than Faceroll got there. So the risk reward was pretty good for him. Like Faceroll got a 4 tilt to like not much. So. Takes the needles. Yeah, actually Luigi's character that his traction's so low that if he takes a needle, he goes flying across the stage. So he super doesn't get a punish. Like Marth maybe can take needle dash grab or something, but even then probably not. But Luigi definitely can. So, oh my god.
Another relatively convenient misfire there.
Yeah.
Faceroll definitely could have gotten the punish, but just like wasn't able to play it in time.
Yep. So Kürv lived pretty long there and kind of like extended value out of that stock to keep it competitive. I think if he had died like quite a bit earlier, Faceroll would be like at 30 right now. And I feel like that's a really different game. But now it's like, okay, he's high enough percent where he can close out his set guard. It's not free, but... Oh, nice decision to roll there. That's like a Ladondis recovery where you like recover super low and it messes up people's timing when they try to do the regular get up stuff and lets you grab the ledge. But Kürv either perfectly reacted or read the fact that he was going that low, and then the roll is the correct choice to counter that. Oh my god. Kürv is moving around him and really close.
Just a ton of wave dashes.
Yeah.
But interestingly, he's not like, he's staying pretty non-committal, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's funny because it kind of looks like Faceroll's just like swinging for the fences while Kürv is like moving around. But neither player can really threaten the other one easily. like Sheik kind of has to swing to keep herself safe, and Luigi has to move to be able to avoid all the hitboxes, and he doesn't have a clean way to get in. So it's kind of an interesting game of mix-ups because within that, like, we simplified down and Kürv is moving around and Faceroll is swinging. But there's definitely a lot of nuance into how they're doing that and like where they would find a hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the end, Kürv ends up completing that like pretty significant comeback to take us here to a game 5.
Yep.
I think this would be the first time that Kürv has ever beat Faceroll, right?
Yeah, I think so. In the past, it's funny. The last few sets, I'm pretty sure he's been going Fox.
Yeah.
Against Faceroll, and he actually got really close a couple times. But yeah, I don't know. Kürv is like continuing to play both characters right now, and like both seem to be getting a lot better. I know he tweets about playing like 8 hours a day and stuff, so like I don't know like how much he's been playing, but it definitely seems like the grind's paying off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beating West Balls in this tournament so far and stuff, and if he putting up really competitive sets here. Oh! Oh, ledge dashes right through him. Oh, definitely a little too slow. I think he could have realized that he didn't have time there, but I don't know what you do to like properly pressure this platform there. Might have just had to let it go. Oh, didn't have a jump. I thought he had a jump.
He was spooked.
Yeah, I think he thought he had a jump.
I think he had a jump and he was just too scared to use it.
He's just too scared.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, screw it.
I'm just going to die. It's easier this way.
Why try? That actually sounds like...
Oh, he gets the grab. Can he make something out of this?
Oh, Faceroll went for the big punish. Like, the slap's definitely the easy hit there, but if you get the up air, you might get one more. But it's definitely harder to hit, so he missed it there. Oh.
Down smash. Reads the tornado somehow. That was really
Yeah,
clever.
sometimes it's just like you position yourself in a way that you just get to react to it. I think Faceroll kind of just preemptively jumped and was like, oh, nice. I get to just double jump wave lane and punish it now.
Hardest read of his life. He's a genius.
The thing about Griffin, he likes hard reads.
Yeah, see, once again, Griffin willing to just kind of hold things down for a moment, charge up the needles, let Kürv know you got to deal with this. Oh, that down tilt barely missing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an execution test there. Like, Kürv can definitely sweet spot with the double jump, and there's no way that, oh my god. Mashing CC grab during that. Make sure he punishes the jab. This lead starts to get real hard. Now, Faceroll just needs like a couple hits to make this stock super worth it. So Kürv really wants to stay at 0 so that he can fight the third stock with some CC. Nice. He gets it. Yeah, it's funny because Sheik's always been a character that kind of gets better as percents get higher. And I never really thought about the fact that needles get better as percent get higher. Like, especially the way Faceroll's using them now, where it's like, it's a pull option, right? Like, I'm shooting needles, thus forcing you to come in a lot. And for that purpose, like, just grounded needles become way better as your opponent gets to 100% and stuff. So, pretty cool. Oh, I think he had the back air there. Faceroll just didn't believe.
Yeah, he didn't swing at all.
Yeah, I think it was reactable too. Like, maybe he like did it too early and then it didn't come out.
I mean, he kind of made the choice to not swing, honestly.
Yeah, unless he did it too early, right? Like he ledge hop, input bear, like during, I don't know.
How dare you? Faceroll would never.
Bear you. Am I right? Yep. Oh. We're going to the pit.
Oh, God. We're there. We're there.
Oh!
Get out of there. Kürv, run. No.
I mean, it's definitely smart to go in at this point. Like, maybe it was the wrong choice at first, but once you're 177, that's the one place you don't die from a hit. So, yeah, dude. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, that Nair should have killed.
Yeah, like once you're there, you know. Oh, he just needs one read.
Oh, he gets a down smash.
Boom.
3 stocks to 1. 69%. Griffin's going to do this. Oh, never mind. He got hit. It's over.
See the 13% and there's no punish there? That's huge. Like, Griffin's getting such value out of the needles. Oh, big combo there. He finally got the up air that time that he was looking for earlier. Led to 2 more hits, which is such a big difference. Now this like, oh, see, he's just standing needle, and then standing grabs as Kürv tries to maneuver over the needles. Griffin's just become an insane wall right now.
Yeah, he definitely like held him out, and I liked the way that Faceroll like committed to it, right? Like a lot of players, like for example with Falco, it happens a lot where you laser a couple times when your opponent doesn't like get like thrown off that bad by the lasers. Like you'll see a lot of Falcons be like, oh, this isn't working, I'm gonna go in.
Yeah.
And like especially for someone like Faceroll who spent so much time playing you know, that aggressive game and not really looking for the needles, to see him kind of not only start using that as an option, but then like pretty consistently like commit to it and say, no, you have to come in on me or I'm just going to tack on 10
and
or 5%.
like how ready he was, because like he did the needle, and then he like stopped and stood there and shield grab, or just like standing grab, which is kind of nutty. It's kind of like Falco doing laser dash dance, but without the dash dance.
Right.
It's like laser wait, shine the roll, or shine the approach from above, or up tilt the approach from above.
Yeah.
So pretty cool how the projectile game and the pull options and then.
It's definitely that like that. In Falco, you talk about the one too many laser here. It'd be like one too many needle.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you went for that one extra like predetermined option, he put the position or the moments where he allowed himself to react in really good spots.
Yeah, it looked really easy to shoot one too many needle there. Like he did like 1, 2, charge, cancel, grab. You know, and it was like just a really quick reaction to be like, Kürv's gonna try to waveland up and attack from above. So and kind of crazy that he punishes Kürv from coming from above with grab. I don't think I would have seen that. I think I would have like swung or.
Yeah, and like usually, right, like in a lot of cases, Kürv's going to be coming off that platform with a back air already out.
Yeah,
like,
I wonder if he fucked up. Like if he came down and like did down air, but he came out too late, so he landed and got grabbed.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if he was trying to go for like a really late aerial to try to like catch something.
Yeah. Also, depends on what percent Griffin was at, because if he has no fear of the aerial because he's at low percent.
Right, he's just ASDIing down.
Was that a 3-stock at 70%, or did he take? I think it was a 3-stock 70%.
So long ago.
Really, if that's the case, Kürv should have done it earlier.
I have no idea.
But also shield. I don't know. Who knows?
It's so long.
It's been years.
I don't even know. All right.